The Springboks have delayed releasing their match day squad for their upcoming clash against France. We know the Springboks are known for releasing their squad nice and early, usually on a Monday, regardless of the opposition. By Monday or Tuesday, we usually know exactly which players will make up the team that will be playing in whatever clash it is over the weekend. But this time the Springboks have withheld their match day squad for their upcoming match against France. And today we're going to be looking at why this is so. This is actually not the first time that the Springboks have done this, particularly against France. If you remember in the World Cup, the 2023 World Cup, the Springboks did exactly the same thing. So for the other teams that the Springboks played, whether it was Ireland, New Zealand, Scotland, the Springboks released the squad nice and early. But for France, they withheld the squad in the World Cup, and they're doing the same thing now. And this is because, as Rassi explained in the Chasing the Sun documentary, he said France have got one of the largest group of technical staff in world rugby. So in other words, the team that is dedicated, the team in France that is dedicated to assessing the opponents each week, so that they know each player's weaknesses and strengths, all of that. France have got quite a large team dedicated to just that. So the earlier they release, or the earlier the Springboks releases the squad, the more of an advantage it would give France, because of course it would give them more time to actually assess them as a team. So to avoid giving them a competitive advantage for this coming weekend, they've chosen to withhold the squad and will likely release it on Thursday. Of course, France will also release it on Thursday, so it will give each team around about the same time to assess each other. So that is the main reason. It's been very interesting seeing both teams, especially the Springboks, kind of downplay, this coming Saturday, saying no, they're treating it as just another game. But we know that this is actually a huge game, possibly even the biggest game of the year. Many are saying it is the biggest game of the year. Of course, it's because it is a rematch of the 2023 World Cup quarterfinal. Arguably the best match in the history of rugby. I mean, some have called it that. I would actually agree with that. Personally, that was the best game that I've ever watched. Of course, the Springboks came out on top, and it was the Rugby World Cup hosts versus the Rugby World Cup champs. There are so much at stakes. And of course, the Rugby World Cup champs, being the Springboks, came out on top. We kicked New Zealand out of their own World Cup that they were hosting. So, of course, they have not forgotten about this. Many are calling this a revenge match on France's behalf, because a lot of the French public were devastated, when they were knocked out. And of course, till this day, they have not forgotten about that, and they would be seeking revenge. The Springboks are definitely not looking to roll over and play dead or play nice. They will definitely want to show that that was not a fluke, then that they are the rightful number one in the world, but also the rightful World Cup champs. So much is at stake for that game. We're all going to be tuned in. But let me know what you guys think about this strategy by both teams. Do you think this is something that will work to the advantage of the Springboks? I mean, if you think about the actual quarterfinal game, I'm just thinking now, man, like so much happened in that game. I'm just thinking about when Ramos was about to kick that conversion, and of course Cheslin Colby did what only Cheslin Colby does, and he basically prevented Ramos. He blocked Ramos as he was about to kick the conversion, and that didn't go through, and that proved a pivotal part of the game. of course, I mean, it came down to the wire and the Springboks won by 1 point, so it definitely was close. So look, a lot is on the line for this coming Saturday as well, but let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about the strategy to delay the announcement of the squad, and who do you think is going to come out on top? It's going to be interesting to observe. But if you have not done so already, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I will see you in the next video.